You see, we are not our labels and titles. There are many things that pull us away from the I. And it's a paradox here because everything that I have on this list is important. They can add value to life. Culture is such an enrichment to life, and it's necessary. Religion, when it's done right, is a good thing. And I mean across the board. If you're a Muslim, if you're a Christian, if you're a Hindu, whatever it is, if you're Jewish, having boundaries, having cultures, having structure in your life is a good thing. But it's such a fine line that can disconnect us from the I. The way to never go over to the dark side in any of this, which takes away our power. Anything that takes us away from the I is disempowering us. So I'm not my degrees. I'm not my diagnosis and personality assessments, unless I'm a narcissist and a psychopath and etc. I'm talking about sentient human beings here. This is us. I am not my religion. I am not my culture. There's no such thing in the I as Asian American, Mexican American, black or white, British, American, wealth, poverty, failure, success. None of this exists in the I. These are things that take you away from the I. Are these things bad? No. But they should not govern us. And it is through silence that we connect with the I, and we can still be a part of everything you see here and even more. We can still be a part of the world, but we are not of the world. We are able to observe what's happening to us like it's not happening to us, because it isn't. It is not us who suffers. It is the image of us who suffers. How dare somebody come in and talk to me like this who doesn't have a degree? How dare that person do this? How dare that person does that? That is your own image that is suffering. How could she or he do that to me? Who are you? Who am I? We're all part of the I. Yes, narcissism or narcissistic abuse happened to us. We're no one special. No one on this earth is. All of these titles, all of these type of labels start to wither away who we are. I'm beautiful, or I'm handsome. I'm number one. I'm number two. All of this racing to nowhere. None of the above, anything you see in there, should be the governor of your existence. You are no longer a sovereignty human being when all of this stuff is in control of you. And the funny thing is, you can change it all at any time. This is really should drive this home. You can change your religion like you change your hat. You can be a Catholic one day and a Mormon the next if you choose. You can be Christian and then a Muslim, or you can be Muslim and then be a Christian. These things are not part of the I. No matter what culture you come from, you can change that culture as soon as you go to another country, even another neighborhood, even another household. Culture is always evolving and changing. No, depending on where you're at is your ethnicity. If you're over here, you're called this. If you're over there, you're called that. If you're over here, you might be black. If you're over there, you might be white. It's a shit show. But it's all we got. And you got to maneuver in this stuff. You got to keep yourself together in this and connect with your power in all of this stuff. But none of this stuff is concrete. We are not cemented into any of this. And when we become attached to any of this or any other stuff like this, It starts to suck life away. We are not our emotions, and we are not our labels and titles. And when we become these things, that's when we seep into darkness like the narcissist. When we take these things too serious. When we think that we're something that's running everything, that I'm the big daddy here, I'm the overseer, I get to tell you what to do and how to be, and if you don't agree with me, then shame on you and bad stuff's gonna happen. Every single label and title speaks to us this way. If you can understand this, these last two graphics, these last two slides, you become unbreakable. And that's why we are here, and that's how we survived. Can you imagine the trauma that our ancestors went through? Walking through the jungle with mounds of ants that can kill you, a little skinny snake that can bite you and end your life. The jungles of Africa where we first originated from, the winters in Europe, the settlers in America, and the Native Americans crossing the Rocky Mountains on foot, on horseback, and covered wagons. Are you freaking kidding me? And we think in this first world that narcissists can destroy us? Come on, man. What are you, high? Are you high? We really are so much more powerful than we know. We are just caught up in too much noise, too much wrong information, too many people talking loud and saying nothing. You are not your labels. You are not your emotions and feelings, and you were never designed to be this way. People went through post-traumatic stress on a daily basis. Please don't misconstrue. I am not trying to invalidate whatever you're going through. I have gone through it. It's left a mark on me too. But it is not what you think it is. We would not be here if we weren't built for that shit. We would not have survived. Your DNA, and no matter what part of the world you come from, your ancestries were some bad motherfuckers. They were some bad motherfuckers. Say it again, man. I can't hear you. They were some bad motherfuckers. Say what? They were some bad motherfuckers. They were badasses. Coming across the ocean in a slave ship, chained to the bottom of a ship with feces, throw up, pain, and agony, and still survived that shit. All across the globe. Think of what the Braveheart era, when you go back into Europe and you see the brutality in the wars that were going on. And your ancestry survived that shit. Do you think there was any post-traumatic stress happening early on in our evolution? And again, I'm not trying to minimize it. I'm going to do a show on this next week. We have to slow down and think. And think. And hopefully this is making sense. No, Darren, only you. Only you. I don't know what the hell he talking about. What? Come on, man. Now, how does this look with the narcissist? The narcissist weaponizes all of this stuff. They use labels and titles as a shield or as a weapon to brutalize, to control, to get narcissistic supply from. And they do it covertly. It's insidious, but it is done. And every narcissist does this because that's who they are. People think a narcissist can just stop doing what they're doing. Okay. All of this stuff is utilized to fool you, to make you more compassionate than you should be. All of the jargons and all of the labels and all of the stuff that we hear that are diagnosing personality disorders, personality assessments, all of the jargon that we hear in religion, turn the other cheek when a narcissist is abusing your kids and your family and walk away. I'm telling you, a lot of this stuff has merit if you break it down and understand it. But if you just utilize it at a surface level and not peel back the layers, then it's very disempowering. These people are empty. All that they can do is use these things as weapons and shields. Again, they are built for this shit. We are not. This is how they roll. It is not how we should roll. They get their power from money. They couldn't envision being powerful without money. I say a lot of things. I help a lot of people for free. Don't get me wrong. I like money as much as the next person. But it's not the emphasis of what I do. I don't expect anything in return from sharing this with you. If you benefit from that, I kid you not, that makes me feel wonderful, just like money does. Doesn't mean that I won't ask money for services that I provide and the things that I do. But everything I do has no attachment to it. It's here to benefit my fellow human family. Period. You are not your failures. A narcissist is their failure. This is why they are so afraid to admit that they're wrong or that they made a mistake. This is why they always have to win and try to look like a winner, because success is their identity. This is why they flaunt degrees or think that a degree or certification makes them more intelligent than anyone else. All of these things can be used as a weapon. Well, that's not the way a black person should act. You ain't black. You see the control, the weaponizing. That's not the way Asians should behave. That's not the way a Mexican should behave. You are from this culture. You are British. You live in a poor neighborhood. Why are you reading a book and going to the library? What's wrong with you? That's called weaponizing. Anything can be weaponized, and it's used as a shield to protect them by preventing you from becoming powerful. We are not built like this. We are not empty. Everything I just spoke upon has been peppered into society and our cultures by narcissists. It's our job to figure out how to maneuver in this kind of world. The I. All right, to summarize all this, you guys, we sentient human beings, those of us who are narcissist, demonic, demon ass clowns, we are dysfunctional and normal. To think that you're functional and you're healthy. Do I have to say it? Come on, man. Come on, man. What are you, high? Are you high? We are some dysfunctional ass people. But that's normal. The way you get out of that dysfunction, again, is connecting with the I. The narcissists are evil and parasitic. And these are the only two kinds of people on earth that people should really be concerned with. All of that other stuff, religion, culture, ethnicity, nationality, economic status, degrees, and etc. That is what takes us away from understanding and having the ability to see clearly that there are only two kinds of people on earth that we should be concerned with. I hope this is making sense, you guys. You see, the I is still in you no matter what happened. It never leaves. It never leaves. It just has layer upon layer covering it up. A lot of baggage there from the type of abuse that we took from the narcissist. The gaslighting, the shame, the manipulation, the betrayal, the way that we lost our dignity at times. The I is buried underneath all that. This is an absolute guarantee. And day by day, you are pulling back the layers to connect to it. And you will. Your identity is still there. The person you were before you were annihilated by these monsters is still there. And even more power. You have the ability to become fully alive for the first time in your life. That is the greatest gift that they've given us. Detach from all of the labels. Detach from the emotions. Watch your emotions like you watch a thunderstorm coming into your town or city. You watch it come, you watch it go. This is how you should view your emotions and your the things that trigger you. Don't grab the thundercloud and ride it across the country. Just watch it, understand it. You can talk to it like, I know you're leaving, get out of here, you're not welcome, and this too shall pass. Detach from your labels and your titles. This is what's creating the pride and the ego that's causing you more pain. You are the I. You are not all the things that you've been labeled or all the things that other people told you and how they view you. Detach and grow beyond it. Does that make sense, you guys? It is not you who suffers. It is the image of you that suffers. You are not the image of yourself. You are not your ego. You are the I, and the I is unbreakable. It's indestructible. All right, you guys. I hope this stuff made sense. It's deep. It's hard to communicate it, especially just talking to a mic. But this is what it is. You are more powerful and capable than you know. I'm just not being motivational. This is reality. So I appreciate you guys stopping by. I got nothing but love for you. And always remember, it's better to be damaged, used, and abused by a narcissist than to be a narcissist. All right, you guys. So protect your beautiful mind and spirit at all time. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace. Be well.
No tears, no fears. Fully alive again after 6 years.